What's up? Welcome into the West Bros Experience. Good morning. I'm Bob West.
I'm Colby West, and today we're going to talk about how to massively improve your reputation. First thing comes to mind: why would I want to improve my reputation? Maybe you don't care. Maybe you're head down doing the work. I've been there, trust me. So it was a few months ago that kind of opened my eyes and realized that I wasn't quite helping enough people, and I needed to really focus on take care of myself first, and then branching out, because I needed to be the best version of myself in order to help people. And in order to help people, they've got to be able to trust you, and so that's where your reputation comes in.
Awesome. Yeah, people like working with people that they know, like, and trust, and so having a reputation, having a good reputation is incredibly important. We're both learning that every day, working independent sales in real estate or in solar. Your reputation is really everything that you have, because there's so much competition out there. There's so many other choices for your clients in the marketplace that if they don't have a connection with you through your reputation, it's going to be difficult to really form those relationships. So we want to jump in to how to massively improve your reputation. And one of my mentors, Ryan Serhant from $1 Million Listing, actually the top real estate broker out there in the world right now, has come up with 3 things that you can do. And I'll let Colby outline those 3 things.
Yeah, the first one is showing up. You've got to commit to yourself day in, day out. Start it in the morning, finish it late at night. Do everything and more that it takes. And it starts with yourself first. It's really committing to yourself, your personal growth, your mental state, your physical health, and really holding yourself accountable for each one of those things. Because like I mentioned previously, you've got to be the best version of yourself in order to help someone to the best of your ability.
Absolutely. We've been talking about lately, holiday season, it's tough to get in the gym. It's tough to find that motivation. But that's part of it, is sticking to your routines, sticking to what's going to make you your absolute best each and every day. That's the first step to building massively building up your reputation. And that's showing up. So really show up for yourself, but then also you've got to show up for everybody around you too. Whether it's your clients or whether it's prospecting, whatever that is, you've got to show up, commit to the routine, and make sure that you're there doing it every single day.
Yeah, it's taking a complete, genuine interest in other people, and it's not trying to pitch them right away. It's trying to develop a relationship dating back to our first episode with Carnegie. It's being completely genuine and taking a serious interest in what they have going on. And if you can't help them, that's fine. Just be there for them whenever they need to talk, or if they are ever interested, you'll be the top of the mind.
I love that. So yeah, let you jump in there with, that kind of leads right to that next step. With the second step is following up. And I know you were about to talk about top of mind, staying. So how do you stay top of mind?
The top of mind is again, showing up. It's when you want to be omnipresent, is how Dan Fleischman put it. So you want to be everywhere on every platform all the time, so people are always seeing you, whether it's in person, ideally, great. If not, it's social media, it's Facebook, it's Instagram, it's LinkedIn, it's YouTube, it's podcasts, anything that'll get your name out there more. And another reason we're doing this thing. So we want to be able to provide you guys value and be there whenever you'd like to experience some growth.
Awesome. Yeah. So get out there, get on social media, and then when you do get comments, you do get likes, follow up with those people. Make sure that you're commenting back, and genuine conversations. If people are willing to have those kind of things on social media, then you should absolutely be there to deliver. The next part of follow up is kind of the more personal part, the phone calls, the texts, the emails, and those different formats. I think it's really important this day and age to figure out what format somebody prefers.
Yep.
And then make sure that you're kind of sticking to that format. So in real estate, if somebody is, if they don't necessarily respond to emails or phone calls, but they're texting me back, well, I'll just exclusively text them and make sure that I follow up with them consistently, how I need to, but I'll always do it on their means.
I love that. Like, it's always catering to your clients, and at the time when works best for them, and not when it fits into your schedule. A big thing that kind of pops into my mind when you're saying follow up is something that I had already come across, and something I read about in Carnegie is like, if you're, say, texting or emailing someone and you're doing it like kind of subconsciously to avoid making the phone call. Maybe you're uncomfortable making the phone call, so you shoot them a text or an email instead. And that's more than likely not the best idea unless they do prefer.
It's kind of like if you know better, then do better.
Right.
If there's a voice inside or an instinct that you have that's saying, hey, you need to call this person, then do it. That's the part of follow-up that people don't like, is when it's not comfortable for you, when you're not feeling the greatest, when it's, for me, it's like phone calls late at night. But if a client wants to speak late at night, I'm happy to do it.
Right.
But you've got to remind yourself, why you're doing it, and make that follow-up an absolute priority. So let's get into the last one, because I think that's huge, and I'll let you intro it.
Yeah, sure. The last point we're going to make today is doing more than expected. Always showing up, always following up, but going above and beyond in every aspect of life, really. It's committing your entire self and your time, and outside your normal hours most of the time, to do whatever the client needs, and so much more.
Right. Yeah, you've got to just be willing to go above and beyond to take that extra step. There's different ways of going about it. I prefer the under-promise, over-deliver. I know you were talking the other day about Cardone. He says, what, over-promise?
Cardone says over-promise, over-deliver. So you are forcing yourself to work 10x harder so you can meet that goal, and hopefully a lot more.
I like that because it kind of that's a way of holding yourself accountable, holding your future self accountable.
Right.
Because you don't necessarily know what you're capable of. So don't put any limits on that. But doing way more than expected can be the smallest little things, from just the note taking to remembering like pets' names,
right.
or
Yeah.
children's birthdays, or just little things that are important to them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different ways that you can do a lot more than is expected. Mm-hmm. Stumbling over there. But I think keeping that at the forefront is absolutely essential. And the last part of that, I think, is that we want to get into this because we opened it talking about social media, and we want to close it by talking about how reputation is actually your brand. Anymore, you're almost forced in business to be on social media. And the more and more you can show your genuine reputation, the more consistently, the better you build your brand.
Yeah, dating back to March when we met Dan Fleischman at the M3 Accelerator event, he said time and time again, personal branding. It's you're going to hear it so many more times in the rest of 2019, and 2020 it's going to be a popular term. It's like, are you taking care of your personal brand? What's your personal brand? And it doesn't have to be a specific name. It's really your online reputation is the best way to put that. And are you the same person online as you are in person? Are you as helpful, if not more? So.
Yeah, and we've gotten into that a little bit in the past, how to build up a social media following, but really it's doing the genuine things, joining the groups that you like, following the hashtags of things that you like, mm-hmm. and interacting in those circles until you become a name and a face that people recognize in those places.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed it, got some value today. Felt like we did really well on this one. Feeling good today, so hope you guys are too, and have a great day.
Right on. Show up, follow up, and do way more than expected. Those are the 3 things you can do to massively improve your reputation and build your brand going forward. So, rock on.
Hail.